Welcome to Open and Honest. I'm Dr. Jackie, and this is my girl, Dr. Heather.
I'm Dr. Heather, and I'm the honest person here.
Okay, sure. However, listen, guys, we put out a couple of questions on Instagram.
So why you look so tight? Worked out today.
So, okay, if you cannot tell, Dr. Heather and I came straight from work to make sure we shared Open and Honest today. So I've been working, Dr. Jackie.
And I've been prepping those teeth.
And she's been prepping teeth.
That's right.
But we really wanted to give you our topics. And so we put that question out. What is it you want to hear from us? And so we have today some of the topics that you wanted to hear us talk about. The first topic, Dr. Heavenly, is
R. Kelly.
No.
Oh.
No, Dr. Heavenly.
No.
They didn't want to hear that.
They didn't want to hear about R. Kelly?
What they wanted to hear about is something that impacts their own personal lives. Dating while being a Christian.
Okay. I was a Christian when I was dating.
Did you?
Yeah, I was a Christian. I used to go to church.
Tell us about it.
I went to church with my man.
Tell us about it.
Well, you know what? When I started dating Damon, he was actually already in a relationship with another girl. And I told him, you know what?
Wait. He was what? Wait, that doesn't make sense.
I wasn't dating him. Wait a minute, we wasn't dating yet.
Okay.
But he kept saying that he wasn't happy in a relationship. So then that's when I said, why don't you come over to my apartment and we can talk about it, right? And so he came over, just friends, you know what I mean? Just friendly, you know how I am, I'm friendly, you know what I mean? So he kept telling me he was having issues, so I said, you know what, go to church and pray about it. And he did. And you know what God told him?
What?
That she wasn't the right girl for him. God told him that I was. That's what the Lord told me.
So you've been giving out relationship advice a long time.
Yes, a very long time. Yes, Jackie, a very long time.
So this started in your apartment when Damon was unhappy with his girlfriend, and you started giving out.
I told him to come on over and we could talk about it. And now he my man, so that's how it
For
goes.
how many years now?
We've been together 25 years. We've been married. We'll be married 22 on the 16th.
Wow.
Of August.
Okay. So what does it look like to
be
date
a Christian
and be a Christian? What should you not do? What should you do as a Christian dating?
Well, biblically, when you court, I think it's okay to hold hands. I think it's okay to look in my eyes. I think it's okay to take me out. You know what I mean? Maybe a kiss like that, but not all that. None of that.
None of that. Why?
Because that's not Christian-like. You're a lady. You're a Christian woman. You know what I mean? And I'm saying according to the Bible now.
So the Bible has something about intimacy?
I'm saying no. You should not have intimacy before you're married. You're not. According to the Bible, and you're a Christian, right? So you believe what the Bible say. You're not supposed to have sex before marriage.
Okay, sex. There's a difference between intimacy and sex.
But
right?
I think it's okay. It's a level. Like you can go ahead and hold my hand, like I can peck you on your cheek right there, but not all that, all of that,
but you know what?
rubbing
I can
on me
take
and
your
stuff.
hand right here and just make some things
That's okay.
happen.
That's okay. Long as you don't come on up over here, you good.
Holding the hand
no,
and
don't touch me.
Precious spots on the hand, reflexology will get you going.
Get me going, but don't touch nothing, okay? And stay away.
So again, let's say you're out on a date. First time you met Damon. We're just gonna make this
That's
guy.
all the man I know. The only man I know.
And he takes you out. Should you go out with a group of people so that you can? Because if you're highly sexual, and you have a high libido, going out on a date with somebody you're that attracted to can foster some feelings that you might respond to. Should you go out on group dates if you're trying to date as a Christian?
If you're whorish like that and you can't help yourself and you're gonna have sex, that might be a good idea. Bring some friends with you. I went on a date with Quad.
Did you? Tell us
to make
more.
sure, because I felt like she might not know how to date anymore, so I was helping her, giving some hints and tips while she went out on a date, and I think it was very healthy for her.
Give us some top 5 you told her.
Basically, I was saying listen to him because I thought early in the date she was not interested. So I said at least give him a chance, at least look him in his eyes, and not be rude and act like you're interested.
So dating as a Christian, should you judge superficial, or should you get to know him and get to? Because I'm going to be honest, I really think there's something about getting to know a person's spirit, and they're recognizing that energy that you can feel about them. So you may not be physically attracted to the person, but there may be something about his energy that would.
I think it's important to ask a lot of questions on the first date. And, you know, a lot of times people will tell the tale by you just asking the right questions. So I think it's very important to know what religion he is before you get intimately involved, because you don't want to be unequally yoked, because that can be a big problem, okay? But you want to know, do they believe in God? Do they believe the Lord Jesus Christ is our Savior? I think these are important things. And then after that, start talking about, do you want to have kids? Do you want to wait and have sex until we're married? We need to get all this stuff out up front before we actually in a real relationship. But being a Christian, there's a lot of things that we should not do, but people doing it anyway. I mean, I was a Christian.
And you did it too?
Didn't you?
I'm asking you first.
I mean, yes, I did. I did.
Wow.
I did. Did you?
Heavenly, I was
Jackie, answer the
working
question.
very hard on maintaining.
Yes or no? Did you have sex before marriage?
I've only been married once.
Right. Before you got married, did you have sex
With my
anybody?
husband?
With anybody in the world?
Let's go to the next thing.
Jackie, answer the question. I answered it.
I plead the fifth.
Okay then.
Okay. Okay, so let's go on into that though. When what are some other questions? And should this happen on the first date or before you ever go on a date?
You know, before I get attached to somebody, I feel like the first date is very important. You know, I feel like I should get all the questions out before I get feelings for this person, before I go any further. I think the first date, and a lot of people think you're too forward, but I think, you know, time is money, okay? And the first date, I need to get certain things out. Your religion, how you feel about children, stuff like that. I mean, just throw it in a conversation, he, you know how to do it. But get the answers out so you know what type of person is before you get serious about them.
Okay, and if he doesn't say the right thing to you?
You're just checking it off on your box, because there are some things that are deal breakers for me.
Okay.
You know, so if you tell me you're not a Christian, that's a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
Okay. If you tell me you didn't want any children, that would be a deal breaker for me. If you told me you didn't want to work and I had to take over the household, that would be a deal breaker.
Okay.
So
okay.
certain things, you know, you get out in the open, and then you run their credit. You know.
Okay, secretively or openly Christian? Openly as a Christian, are you going to run their credit secretively or openly?
Probably secretively.
Why?
I feel like that's too invasive. You know what I'm saying? I just need your social. You know what I'm saying? I can Google and find out some things about you. Look in your computer.
Some would think asking a person if they're a Christian is invasive.
That's not invasive to me.
Okay.
To me, it's not. But running a credit check and all of that, yes. But I need to get that information before we get too involved. I need to know your credit score, because that tells a lot about people.
Now, statistics show people who live together, they end up with a higher rate of divorce than people who don't live
That makes
together.
sense to me.
Why is that?
Why buy the cow if the milk is free? I mean, why would I marry you if we doing everything that married people do?
Well, no, I'm saying they live together. They
Y'all
get
having
married.
sex, right? You're having sex. You living together, right?
Right.
Why? And you finally get married,
married,
but then you get a divorce.
Why is that? Why do you
Because
think?
I think that some of the most intimate things and the personal things you should wait for in marriage. Like, you shouldn't live with nobody before you married to them. That's just my personal preference. Now, I did spend a night, you know, maybe a lot of nights, but I never physically lived.
You had your own address.
I had my own address.
Okay.
I think there's certain things you save for marriage.
You're not having sex and living together.
Oh yeah, no, we living together. We having sex, so you know we having sex and we living together.
Really?
Shit, if we dating, we probably having sex anyway. But I'm just saying.
Now, okay, I know you did ask me about this early on, but I thought with Curtis, I felt I had reached a place in my life where I was not.
How old were you?
35.
Okay, yeah, you had reached that place.
I had
You had.
I had reached a place in my life where I was not going to be that girl anymore. I am
Anymore.
to
have sex with people that you were married to.
Absolutely.
So how long did you date him before y'all got married?
2 years.
Yeah, it speeds it up when you're not having sex. See,
Now,
it might have been
that's the truth.
10 years or 8 years. But since he wasn't getting none, I mean, from her, you know.
Oh,
me.
is that
I
what
mean,
you
you know,
said?
y'all wasn't married.
Okay.
He was a ball player,
So
you
that's
know.
a whole nother topic.
He played ball.
But that's a whole nother topic.
I mean,
that
what
if
did you do? You think he wasn't having sex with other people?
I do think that. Having
Okay, so 2 years and y'all didn't have sex. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So
I wanted something different. I wanted to make sure this was the right man for me. I was asking all the questions, checking off the boxes. I was seeing what I could put up with and couldn't put up with. I wanted to see how he was conducting his own life. And plus, Curtis had a daughter, so I was trying to adjust to the fact that,
So
oh my
clearly
God,
he had sex before.
and was married.
Oh,
for
he had
12
married. Yeah,
years
that's
prior
right.
to.
Okay.
And so I was
And how old is he? How much older is he than you?
4 years.
4 years old.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And so I was trying to make sure this was the right person because I didn't want any exchange of any secretions like that.
So when you met him, you thought he was the right one? Like when you loved him
I
from the
did
very
not.
beginning?
I did not. No, not at all.
What
not
happened,
at all.
Jackie? People want to know how y'all started dating.
I had a friend who was a TV reporter, and she was covering a fundraiser for Tourette's. Tourette's, and I had a family member who had Tourette's. So she's like, get off the couch, quit watching Lifetime, put some clothes on, put some makeup on, and come on. So I did, and I went to this, and it was a bunch of athletes, 6, 9, 7 feet athletes in this mansion. And they were all very nice, and so I'm talking to the guy. I was really there because my friend was insisting that I was going, but I was just trying to be funny. Like, okay, tell me what it is to be an athlete. You know, I was trying to collect business too. Like, you got all these girls in your life, bring them on over to my
Right,
office.
for the OBGYN.
Right, which ended up being one of Curtis's friends. And
You
so,
started talking to the friend first?
just having a conversation at the party. And so Curtis wanders into the conversation and started talking about his knees gonna hurt tomorrow in this celebrity basketball game. I said, take you some Motrin, you'll be okay. And I love athletes.
It's a
but I
long
really
story
thought-
like Damon doing, you know, it's
I
a long
really
story. Can you
thought
get to the
that
point?
I was, brighter. And so I was challenging the athletes because,
And then you got caught up
girl.
and fell in love.
And then he said, can I take you on a date? I said, call my office and talk to my office manager.
You don't do that,
I
Jackie.
did. I said, call my office.
I
talk to
wouldn't
my
have called
office
you.
manager.
I would not have called
And
you.
here we are 19 years later, 17 years married, and we're there.
Can you live together when you're dating?
I can't.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. No, I'm
no.
a Christian. I wouldn't live. But I mean, you already having sex.
Okay.
I mean,
but I would not want to know that you don't pick up I gotta pick up your underwear.
But sometimes it's
keep
about the money.
countertop.
Like, okay, if I can't afford my bills and I can stay with him and and he pay the bills,
You would
Christian
live with
lady.
him?
I'm saying that's why people do it.
Oh, really?
A lot of times for
So
financial
they're
reasons.
roommates. And not.
No, they having sex. So it's not just roommates. We in the same bed.
So great question. Let us know. What do you think about living
Sex
together?
and money go together. We talked about that before.
And
If-
lies.
You think lies? too?
Sex, money, and lies all go together. When you start getting money and sex from people, lies start coming out.
Really?
Yes.
Okay,
Come
I
on
didn't
now.
get no lies, so I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, money. You start lying, but I mean, what are some ways that you can?
Who wrote these questions? Worldly people. Who's worldly? You worldly?
I think this came from you.
Okay.
Okay. What is a way to date and not have sex? I mean, can you go out with groups? Can you make sure you go to places like the movies?
You know what? When I was younger and I knew I didn't want to have sex with somebody, I put on multiple layers of clothing. You know what I'm saying? I put on pants that I knew I couldn't get unbuttoned real easy and put on multiple layers. So when stuff
Are you
started...
telling the truth?
I am. Does that sound silly? But I used to do that. Maybe I was young, maybe I was stupid, but that's what I would do, and that would help me. See, I wouldn't go out in no skirt. You know what I'm saying? I would have on some jeans and
Why
maybe
you
some
wouldn't
shorts
go out
under.
in a skirt?
Because that's too easy to lift up and get to it.
Oh, so you were living in
No, I'm just saying. Because, people be trying. You know when you was in undergrad, when you went out with somebody that was just like,
I really didn't. I really was very cautious.
We just gonna lie on the damn place.
This is true, Heavenly. This is true.
Jackie always try to say the most politically, and then she make me look like a whore. I'm finished with this. Let's move on. Next question.
No.
So how you feel about R. Kelly with them women staying with him, but they are over 21?
And at that age, I guess it's legal.
But I got a daughter. So if you got my child and I haven't heard from her, because one of the girls, the parents have not heard from her in over 2.5 years.
Wow.
2.5 years, and they saw on a video, they said they spoke to her in March for 30 seconds, like almost like it was time that she couldn't talk to. But she's saying that she's fine. She does not want to go home. R. Kelly just got arrested here recently again, and they say they got videos, and they're saying people in this camp are putting stuff out there on him. If that was my child, I mean, don't get me wrong. We always say this. We never know the whole story. We don't know. But damn it, he need to fry. Because he got all them damn kids in there, I mean, it's multiple women, it's multiple sex tapes. They say allegedly now, if these things are true, a 12-year-old. That's rape. That's statutory rape. 12-year-old. That's not good.
Well, we're in a place right now in society where a lot of sexual encounters are coming to the light that might not have been right. That women didn't feel like they had a voice back in the day that they could say something. So the whole Me Too era has brought about a lot of conversation, a lot of concerns. I don't think R. Kelly is the only person out there.
Oh, absolutely, but he's the black man. You know what happened to Bill Cosby? You can't get too big. I mean, don't get me wrong, and I ain't gonna say this because I'm gonna be politically, but Donald Trump said he put his hands on the girl coochie. You know, he grabbed her by the P word. Okay, then you got this dude, what is his name, Bernstein out there that has allegedly, Epstein, that's already out there with all kind of sexual charges. And watch Epstein get off. R. Kelly gonna do time. It's a different era, and it's a different thing with black men and women.
Talk about the parent responsibility.
The parents. I mean, don't get me wrong, because there's no perfect parenting, but if my child left for 2.5 years and I know I got a relationship with my child and she has not talked to me for 2.5 years, I'm gonna think something wrong, because that would not happen.
How did your child get with him for 2.5 years?
Your child must have went.
The parents knew.
They thought that she was gonna become a star, whatever. They made a big mistake. I mean, I ain't gonna blame the parents, but I think they did play a part, you know. But R. Kelly already had a reputation, you know. So I mean, it's tight on it. I can't blame the parents because that's their child and they love their child, but I would go up in there with some, at this point, the law, we above the law. We got to go somewhere and bring just our goons with us and go up in the apartment or the condo and get my baby, whether she want to or not.
I don't think you have to force, I don't think you can force her at 21. Though.
I'm a forcer.
Oh, you
I'm a
really
forcer
are.
and talk to her and get her with counseling and find out what the hell going on. Because if I'm not talking to her, that's not a healthy relationship. If she wanted a relationship with somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's fine. But how you going to exclude me totally for 2.5 years and don't want to talk to me? And to this day, I have not talked to you but 30 seconds. In a conversation in March. That's just not good. I want to know where my baby is. I want to make sure she's okay. And recently they did a video, the girl and another girl saying they were fine. You know, all the rumors that were out there, they did have a place to stay. They were fine. I don't know, that's my baby, and I think you probably can't understand till you got kids of your own. They want their baby. I don't care if she's 21, she's 26, 36. If I haven't spoken to her and I know we had a relationship,
It would be a
I'm
problem.
going to do whatever I need to do to get my baby.
So we know you wanted to talk about dating as a Christian, and
You going to go right back there? Okay.
I wanted to make sure we stayed a little bit on topic, which you're talking about.
So
some
you
good
think that
stuff.
they dating as Christians over there, R. Kelly, when they doing the sexual videotapes?
And see, I don't know their Christianity status,
Okay, me
if
neither.
I can use that word, but I do think that you have to make sure you understand what your own value systems are when you're in dating.
There you go with your
And
value
if
system
you
shit.
are going to date and you are going to maintain,
But Jackie, everybody have sex before marriage. You did. You a Christian. I mean, you a
Everybody-
tongue-speaking
I mean,
Christian.
haven't.
Most people,
Haven't.
not it's always an exception, but I'm gonna say 90% and above had sex before they got married.
what's Megan Good's husband's name?
Devon Franklin.
Megan Good and Devon Franklin say they did not have sex.
Okay, but she had
before
sex
marriage.
before. She had sex before.
But we're not talking
I'm
about
just saying,
before.
we saying, okay, she got with a person that was Christian based, that's great, and y'all say y'all did that too. But okay, that's fine. But you had sex before, that's my point. People as Christians have had sex before marriage. Most people have.
Now we have to agree with that. Now it does not make you not a Christian.
No, it doesn't.
It
Because we
does
all
not.
fall short, yeah. So I
Oh,
think
we
that
don't
most
get
people have done, no, I'm saying that most people have done it. So it does not make you not a Christian.
And
People
we-
should
that's
not
not
feel
what we're saying.
bad.
We
That's
don't
what we're
want
talking about.
anybody to think that
The
we're
grace
saying
of God.
that. We're
So
not-
dating while being Christian is difficult to do because most people are going to have sex.
Okay, and what I think we wanted to help our audience see is maybe there are some steps you want to take to, if you're trying to maintain that Christian walk and not.
You saying
deviate.
how do you date and be a Christian and not have sex?
We and the audience wanted to know
I don't
more
know.
about being.
I mean, neither one of us has done that, you know, so we don't know. We could tell you some ideas. Like I said, I didn't want to have sex with everybody, so I would put on multiple layers of clothes. That's what I would do.
Oh, that was restrictive.
Or bring bring people along with me, so ain't nothing gonna happen. We got 4 or 5 people. If you go in this hotel room, bring 3 or 4 of your girls. Don't go by yourself. Okay, that's how you prevent that. Or you tell him up front, listen, I am a Christian woman. I don't, and
That's the thrill of the chase. Then
Yeah.
you tell some guy
they be the main ones out there doing it.
that you're not trying to have sex. Do you think that there are people in the church who are held at a different standard? Maybe some of your Christian leaders having sex before marriage?
Honestly, when y'all say different standards, that doesn't mean anything to me, because they'll be the main ones. I'm not saying the only ones that's doing it, but
I don't mean
exposed.
you are any closer to God, but I'm saying you are supposed to be.
I get what you're saying. Okay, you're held at a different accountability and a level because you're in the church. Those people are not doing anything differently from other people. They're just getting exposed because they're held at a different. Just like, okay, with reality TV, we're held at a different accountability because we're doctors. People are people. Everybody gonna make the same mistakes. You just put it out there. There's more people. If you're gonna get angry, the people in the church, they're gonna have sex. When they want to have sex, they're gonna have sex.
How do you think that?
And any powerful man, most powerful men are very sexual.
But let's say, how do you think that a Christian leader who is counseling a couple on dating and premarital counseling is going to be able to talk to them about it? Because I guess it's easier to give advice than take advice.
I mean, I tell people all the time to not eat candy, but I'm eating it. I mean, you can give advice, but you're still doing the same thing. I mean, I think Christians, and then the devil is busy. A lot of times when you're held, when you're a leader, it's like it's so much temptation out there. The hoes come after you over and over again. I mean, the young ladies come after you over and over again. I mean, anytime you're powerful, it's like the devil working on you, and it's hard. So that's why I try not to judge people. That's what I'm saying.
And I think you made a great point. I guess our point here is to say, dating while being a Christian is hard in a lot of instances. You have to find ways to hold to your own true values. And if you fall off the horse, get back on the horse.
So how'd you keep from having sex with Curtis when y'all got together? What did you do?
Here's the truth. I stayed so busy working heaven that I was so tired most of the time when Curtis would come over.
I've had sex when I'm tired. I just lay down. You can still have sex. You can make it work.
Really? Why were you having sex then if you were asleep?
I mean, I still got the feeling. I was tired though, but let him do the work.
Okay, that's not the advice I was about to give.
Okay, I'm just asking. You said because you were so tired and you worked so hard that kept you from having sex.
But I mean, purposefully, I would fall asleep, or I would say, hey, if I thought like, oh, this is about to get, I need to go to bed.
So you go to the bathroom?
No, go home.
Go home.
Go home.
So you
tonight.
was in his house?
In my house. No, you go home and go home.
He was in your bedroom?
He was in my living room, bedroom,
you cooked
dining room. Yes, I cooked for him.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm a Christian woman, so let me quit lying.
Yes,
no, I ain't cooked for him.
Okay, don't lie. Okay, we lie. But okay, y'all didn't have sex before marriage. That's wonderful to know. But you had sex with other men. So how did he feel that you had sex before?
Why can't
I
just say I figured it out? That wasn't working well for me.
I'm saying, how did he feel that you had already given it up to people?
Okay, my husband was an athlete, and he probably had me outnumbered by hundreds. Not hundreds.
Oh, he was a hooker. Oh, okay.
Well, you said you had.
No, but I'm saying if he was an athlete and he had hundreds of women,
I don't know that.
How can a piece of paper? No, let's play it. How can he stop when he had hundreds of women? How could you expect him to be monogamous?
Because he had me.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Dr. Jacob Walters, that clears it up. Okay, so in closing, what?
You are so
silly.
messy.
I'm not messy. I'm just speaking that he had you, so that was good.
And our point here tonight is this is not easy. It doesn't make you a bad person. But I will tell you, as a physician, sometimes those decisions can get you out there in trouble.
And as a dentist, I will tell you there are lesions that you get as well.
Yeah.
They get you in trouble.
So from the rooty to the tooty, be careful if you're out there dating.
Should we talk about protecting ourselves? Because y'all going to have sex anyway.
Well, if you choose not to take that path, we certainly are going to say please use dental dams and condoms.
If a man tells me to put on a dental dam and I'm going to be offended. You know what I'm saying? If you go down there and he put a piece of plastic over me like I'm that shit, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be offensive? You put on a dental dam? Ain't nobody never did no dental dam. You know what I'm saying? I got dental dams at the office, but I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? When he went down, they put a little plastic over you.
I don't know. That
Okay,
was not the case for me.
Okay. All right, well, next
But we're
time.
trying to give out good advice, though.
I'm just saying I'd be offended at the dental dam. Wouldn't you?
Dr.
If you laying there and the dude say, hold up, let me put some shit up over this here, because this monkey here. No. Come on back. We intelligent women. Come
Okay,
on.
however, you can get STIs from the vagina, oral sex.
Yeah.
So why would you not tell?
But you know, a lot of times, and I'm not talking about me, a lot of times people will eat it, do the oral, and then put on a condom. I'm like, you done ate it. You done if I had it, you got it.
Not necessarily.
If it's an open sore, you know.
Right.
So if you're going to do it like that, we might well just.
But the statistics of getting an STI from oral sex is less
get
than.
that genital wart.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But anyway, we ain't going there. That ain't what this is about. This is about Christian folk who not having sex.
Okay. This is
And
about.
it be like the Christian people that don't supposed to have sex and then have sex one time and then get an STD or get pregnant.
Yeah.
Like they was good all this time, and then that hoe over there had sex all this time. And know what I'm saying? The freaky lady, the promiscuous woman had all this sex and ain't nothing happened to her.
I know.
And then you did it one time. You was a good Christian girl.
So
and you got
think about it
pregnant.
though. It could be saving you from something. That if you got pregnant that one time, it just kind of keeps you from having that over and over again. You think?
Okay. Yes, I think so.
So what you see, this is a hard topic. This is a
What do
hard
you think?
topic.
What do
I
you think is a
that you have to work hard at abstaining from sex while dating.
Stop, don't do it, okay? So catch us next time on an all-new Open and Honest radio show, okay?
Yes.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you press that button, that bell, so every time we have a new video, it'll notify you, okay? Make sure you subscribe. Leave your questions and comments. We love your questions and comments, and I think the next show, we're going to answer some questions, right?
Absolutely.
All right, how can we find you, Doctor?
You can find me on The Real Dr. Jackie on Instagram and Dr. Jackie Walters on Facebook.
And I'm real easy, Dr_Heavenly on all social media and drheavenly.com.
So you easy. Okay.
Yeah, I'm easy.
Bye-bye.
Very easy. Bye-bye.